Okay guys, MotoGP 2025 starts now. It's a very warm welcome to the Chang International Circuit for the PT Grand Prix of Thailand in Buriram. It's round one of a record-breaking 22-round season, and joining us for the first press conference of the campaign, well, they've been labelled the Ducati Dream Team as we welcome double MotoGP World Champion Pecco Bagnaia. Pecco, the runner-up, of course, in 2024 and set to make his debut for the Ducati Lenovo team. It is 6 times MotoGP World Champion Marc Marquez. Marc, of course, the last of those 6 titles was claimed right here in Thailand back in 2019. Of course, we would normally start the opening press conference of the season hearing from the reigning world champion, but on this occasion, unfortunately, this isn't possible with Jorge Martin absent through injury after a training accident early this week. I'm sure everybody wishes Jorge a very speedy recovery, and we look forward to seeing the number one on track in the very near future. Gentlemen, well, welcome to both of you. 2025 starts now. It's time to get serious. You can feel the anticipation, you can feel the expectation in the air. Pecco and Marc. Pecco, this is your 13th season in the World Championship. Marc, your 18th season. Despite all your experience, all your knowledge, all your success, do you both still come here with a bit of tension, a bit of nerves, a bit of butterflies? Pecco, we'll start with you.
It's becoming always more short, the winter break, but in any case, starting from here is different compared starting in Qatar, but it's always the first race. So when you are there doing the classic picture all together in the grid, it's fantastic, and you feel different. You feel that you are starting again, and a fantastic feeling.
And how are the nerves? Okay.
Nerves are, yeah, okay. I'm sleeping well, so yeah, everything is fine.
Under control, so far so good. Marc, what about you? As you mentioned, your 18th year in the World Championship. I think you've told us before this weekend that there are still a few butterflies, so how are you feeling ahead of 2025?
Yeah, always the first race is special. It's a different kind of butterflies in your stomach, but it's good. It's good because, last years I didn't feel that fire inside the stomach and inside of me, and yeah, this year I know that I'm in the correct place, or I believe I'm in the correct team, in the correct bike, if I want to fight again for the championship, and yeah, I will try.
Guys, you've both had 6 days on track in winter testing. You were here just a couple of weeks ago in Buriram, so you've had a little bit of time to analyse and understand your potential coming into this first Grand Prix. Are you both happy with how testing went? It looks like Ducati has the potential to dominate once again. Pecco, your thoughts on how your winter preparations went?
Was really intense. We had many work and parts to try. Also because the decision of the new engine was so crucial, considering that was the same for could be the same for 2 seasons. So we didn't want to take a big risk to go with an engine that was working well, but we're missing something in terms of braking, and so we decided to go with the GP24 engine that was already fantastic, and we feel that we still have some margin to improve on that engine. So happy with it, happy that we did a very good job with Marc during the preseason, and was incredible that the feeling we were reporting to the engineers was very similar, and this have helped a lot them, and helped a lot us to try something to the other two, and let decide.
Yeah, the GP24 engine did win 16 of the 20 Grand Prix last year and the World Championship. Marc, it's been a busy winter, of course, back in the factory team. It looks like it was a very positive one from your point of view. How do you feel the winter preparations went?
Yeah, winter has been a good winter, especially I feel since Catalonia, when I tried the bike, even the atmosphere inside the box, I feel okay, and by the days was better and better, and then yeah, not only here, that here's a circuit that I like it, not the best one, but I like, but also in Malaysia I felt good with the bike, I felt fast, riding in a good way, but test is test, race is race. So I think we did a good job between me and Pecco. We have a good base, balance, so we have the best bike to fight for the championship.
Just one more from me to you, Pecco. Of course, you did win the opening Grand Prix in 2023 and in 2024. We know Marc was very strong here in the test, so how confident are you of keeping that first race winning streak going? And it's only the first race, but how much of a boost do you get from winning that opening Grand Prix?
Winning is the best thing as possible. So we will try and continue this streak. Could be great, but it's not mandatory. But one thing that I wanted to learn from last year is that sometimes it's better maybe to keep calm and analyzing better the situation. But if I will see that the possibility of a win is there, I will try to catch it in the best way I can, and I hope that will be a good battle.
Marc, of course, a couple of weeks ago here at the test, you were very, very fast in the time attack, fastest on both days. You put together a very impressive race simulation as well. That's meant that everybody's kind of looking at you as the favourite for this weekend. How do you see it personally, and where do you see the possible rivals coming from for this Grand Prix here in Thailand?
I mean, as I say, test is test, race is race. I mean, my experience says that sometimes on the race weekend everything change. But it's true that one of the rivals, or the one to beat from the beginning, will be my teammate Pecco, because the last 4 years has been super good in his career, second, first, second. So this is something impressive. And at the same time, I have like a new experience, new role inside the garage, because normally when I was in Repsol Honda, always I was the guy with more experience, more status inside the garage, and always I tried to defend that position. Arrive another teammate like Jorge Lorenzo and John Mir, Paul Espargaró, and always I tried to defend that status, and now it's a different one. I mean, Pecco have a lot of experience, so I need to learn from him and try to see what he's doing inside the garage and try to be fast on the racetrack.
We can't wait to see both of you fighting on track throughout 2025. For the time being, that's all from me. MotoGP Social to come shortly, but we'll now take questions, please, from the media. Thank you.
Hi guys, David Fiu from L'Equipe. A question for Pecco. Pecco, how do you expect Marc's strategy on the track? Do you expect some psychological games, I don't know, in the lap times, maybe following you in the qualification, or do you have a kind of agreement between you?
We don't have any agreement, honestly, right now. But we are starting the season, so it's not a secret that we both want to win the championship. We are here for that, and the ambition in our team is to win the championship. So we will have to do the maximum. I think many times this season we will fight, and I don't think that it will start already here doing some strategy, because the most important thing right now is to improve, to learn from the new bike, and that is true that the base is the GP24, but every season something is changing. So we will try to adapt to it, and we don't want that the others manufacturers close the gap to us. So we have also to work together to improve still, and then in the race fight, and the best will win.
Hello, here Borja González for DAZN. Question for both of you. Which riders do you feel that can be fighting close to you? I mean, it's difficult because we have like the idea that it's going to be a world championship in between the both of you. But I don't know if you feel that the other brands are a little bit closer than they were in the last season. Also, because the 2025 has not made this step that the 2024 did in comparison to the 2023. Thank you.
I think looking at the data, looking at the lap times in the test, I think Aprilia with Bezzecchi was strong, was competitive, and also the other Ducati riders, because both Morbidelli and Alex Marquez were fast and competitive. So it's difficult to say now for the championship who will be the main contender, who will be the more constant. But I think that for the first race, all the Ducati riders with Aprilia with Bezzecchi and KTM with Acosta can fight for the win.
As Pecco say, all Ducati riders can fight for the win because we started with a similar base. Of course, in the factory team, during the year we will work a lot in different small details that the engineers already start a way that I think will be better. But we cannot forget Acosta. I would like to say Martin, but unfortunately he's not here. Bezzecchi. I mean, the consistency is the most important. Then in a single race, many riders can be fast and many riders can win a race.
Hi, Dimitris Diatsidis from Cosmote TV Greece. A question for both of you. The last race here was just a few months ago. Considering your experience with the Pirelli rubber that is going down, how this will change the last test that you've done here without Pirelli's? How difficult is to adapt the bike and everything when the Pirelli rubber is going down?
Difficult to know, because honestly in the race last season I was feeling good with the grip. Was close to the one of the test, and it's for that reason that in the time attack in the qualifying we did 28.7. That was close to the lap time that was a bit faster to the lap time that Marc did in the test, but was a bit dirty. So maybe a Moto3 and Moto2 riders riding will clean more the track, and the level of grip, it depends from the condition and the temperature, will be maybe better.
As Pecco say, it's true that on the test with only Michelin rubber, the last part of the test, Malaysian here, the grip was amazing. But normally it's not like in the past. With Pirelli, the grip didn't change a lot. So yeah, I expect that if it's not raining, nothing is strange, the grip will improve day by day.
Simon Patterson from the race.
Yes.
Pecco, how different do you expect your bike to be tomorrow from the bike you raced in 2024?
The base is the same compared to the one of last year here, but we have some details that have changed on the bike, and right now it's similar, but like it's not a secret. But this, we have a different swing arm. We already said in the test, and it's a little different, but the bike is very similar to the GP24, honestly. And we will have more time in the future to try again the new frame or the new fairings. But right now, the most important thing was to have a clear base and start with it.
Alexis Delis from Motojournal magazine. Question for both of you. Everybody expects that you are doing 1-2 more or less every weekend. In this matter, a crash can be super costly because you can only recover 5 points on a weekend. Does it change your approach of the race this season?
For a 1-2 every race weekend, I will sign right now, and I think it will be an intense fight. We know how strong Marc is. I know he's good in the race, and we have to be prepared for it. And let's see what will happen, but I don't think that we will see something like Argentina 2016 between teammates. So let's wait and see what will happen during the season. I think many other riders for also one single event can be fast or maybe faster than us, so we have to be prepared for everything.
I hope to share many podiums with Pecco because in the end we need to paint the World Championship in red in the end of the season. So of course I will push for 93 red, he will push for 63 red, but apart of that we are in MotoGP. Everybody is super fast, and if you expect first, second every race weekend, you don't know what is MotoGP. So I think will be a lot of fights between different riders, different conditions, rain, dub conditions. So championship is quite long, but every race counts.
Hi, gentlemen. This is Frank Weging from Ziggo Sport. Two questions, for one for both of you. Pecco, the choice of the engine, the GP 24.9 or whatever you want to call it, when did you think, okay, maybe we should choose this one? Was it maybe already Sepang the first day, or when the decision was taken in Buriram?
Decision was not made in Malaysia, but we had to say that we started thinking about it in Malaysia, because the time is true that we had 5 days of test, but it's very little the time we had testing, and also for the conditions, and it's difficult to really know. But in any case, we both were happy when we spoke about to ride with the GP24 engine, and I think we will not miss something more, because the GP24 is super good. It's good in the point where Ducati is strong, that is the braking, and we are, even if we miss something on the straight, that we are not missing something on the straight, but hypothetically we are in a good position. So I think I was the correct choice.
And my question to you, Marc, you started MotoGP in 2013. Now you said that Pecco is the one to beat because of his last 4 seasons. If there is a season between 2013 and 2020, how would you compare it to one of these seasons, the starting point of the season? Was it 2013 when you were a rookie, maybe 2014 or 19, the best 2 seasons?
I mean, no, of course, I feel that I'm ready to fight for the championship. Then, of course, the championship is super long and you don't know what will happen, but I feel ready. On 13, I didn't feel ready, so we can say that 17, 18, 19, I felt ready, but then you never know what will happen. So let's see. Pre-season has been good. Not only here, also in Malaysia, that for me was more important Malaysia than here. And yeah, from now on, let's see how we can adapt in different racetracks.
Yeah, Adam Wheeler, a quick question for both. Over here, guys, to your left. What are your thoughts on the situation with Jorge Martin, and how difficult is it sometimes to train in the winter without taking risks that cost you ultimately in the end?
I consider what happened to him an unfortunate situation, because he rode it in Malaysia. He crashed twice in 13 laps. Then was okay to start again coming here, and he was testing again if he was fit to ride. And in the second day of testing, he crashed with a huge crash. The only thing is that in some part of the in Italy or also even in the north, because I think he was in Andorra, he crashed, and I think that the weather was like 1 degree, 2 degrees, not more. And to ride in that condition, you have to be very careful, and sometimes heavy crash can happen, and it was really unfortunate also because he will have to wait a lot if you want to be back fully fit, because the scaphoid is something that takes a lot of time.
Yes, yeah.
Bueno, contesto la... So, yeah, what happened with Martin, unfortunately, is part of our sport, and it's true that I understand a bit the situation, especially because after being world champion, your motivation is extra, your confidence is extra, and then sometimes you don't see even the limit. But I text him this morning, and following like my feeling and my experience, I just say to him, respect your body. I mean, I didn't respect my body in the past, and I pay a lot, and just I say to him, if you lose 3, 4, 5, 6 races, are nothing. I mean, he's young, have a lot of talent, career in front, so yeah, we wish a good comeback, because in the end the number 1 need to defend the number 1 in the racetrack.
Yes, I have two questions, one for Marc and one for Pecco. Marc, when you arrived here in 2013, you beat a lot of records, right? Now you are very close to be the very important record for us Spaniards, that is arriving the victories of Angel Nieto. You are just two victories behind. How important? You didn't know?
No.
It's a big milestone, I can imagine, no?
I hope to reach that number this year. I mean, I hope to have more than 2 victories this year. But you know, when of course already in the past you compare my name, or I beat some records of big names. So yeah, it's always a pleasure and a privilege, and I feel super lucky to be between that big names.
Thank you. Pecco, just one question. Have you spoken with Jorge? Your relationship is very close. I don't know if you have called him.
I didn't call him, but I texted him and I said that is a shame, a really unfortunate moment to him, and I sent him a huge hug, because I think it's difficult to say something more in this situation. The only thing that I want to say to him, and I said also to him, is to keep calm, no rush. It's a long recovery, and like Marc said, if we'll have another incident before be fully fit, he can put his career more on risk. So sometimes it's better to wait and don't have rush.
Yeah, the latest news on Jorge Martin, Aprilia confirming he's obviously out this weekend in Thailand. He's also going to miss the Argentinian Grand Prix in Terima 3 a few weeks' time. We do wish, of course, a speedy recovery to the reigning world champion. Okay, guys, that's it for the questions for the time being. Prediction time now. MotoGP Social. Very simple. The traditional way to kick off the season. Who do you think is going to be MotoGP, Moto2 and Moto3 world champion in 2025? You can pick yourself as well, by the way.
We can or we can't?
Yeah, of course you can.
Okay.
Okay, Pecco, we'll start with you.
I would like, and I dream about all Italians champions.
Good dream, good dream.
I say I write Lunetta in Moto3, because I think last year improved a lot, and could be fantastic to have again an Italian rider in Moto3 fast like this after many Spaniards. Then I put Vietti in Moto2, because I think he's good enough, and this year his mentality I think is better. So I really hope to see Vietti winning, and I put myself in MotoGP because I think we can. I learned from something from last year, so I can have something.
So you've gone for the complete Italian World Championship lineup. Marc, what about you? What are your tips for 2025?
So I was between Piquera and Rueda. I was not sure, but in the end I need to put one name. I put Piqueras, but Rueda also have a big chance. Canet. In Moto2 I was between Canet and Gonzalez, and Moreira I will like, but I bet Canet. And I put Marquez because I have more chance to Marquez, so then let's see.
you didn't put Marc or Alex though. Which one?
Marquez, yeah, I mean I have more chance, so let's see.
Okay, guys, best of luck. Of course, no, of course, we need to stand for the official photograph first. We'll stand, sign the board as well, please, Marc. We'll stand for a photo with the boards first, and then a quick one without them. So first of all, with the boards. We'll just do a photo first, Marc, with the board. Thank you. We need that as evidence to see if you're right at the end of the season. Okay, and we'll do one very quick one without the boards as well, guys. Thank you. Okay, best luck to both of you. That concludes the English part of the press conference. If I can ask you to remain seated, please, because both riders will remain, and we will now take questions in Italian.